Raise your hand if you skip cardio. Yeah, that's what I thought, because here's the part that should actually embarrass you. Most people who lift weights, train hard, eat clean, still can't walk up a flight of stairs without their heart going crazy. And they have absolutely no idea. We are talking the difference between a guy who gets winded tying his shoes and a guy whose heart rate barely moves during a full sprint. In fact, there are guys out there so conditioned their heart took a day off and the rest of their body just covered for it. You don't need a heart like that, but you also can't keep ignoring cardio because you think it is going to kill your gains. Because what it is actually doing to your body has nothing to do with fat loss, and if you are skipping it, your body is already paying the price. Section 1. What cardio actually is. Most people think cardio means running on a treadmill for an hour. That is not what cardio is. Cardio is anything that raises your heart rate and keeps it elevated for a period of time. Walking, cycling, swimming, jump rope, even heavy lifting circuits. But here is what it is actually doing underneath the surface. And your heart is a muscle. And just like every other muscle in your body, if you never challenge it, it gets weak. When you do cardio consistently, your heart gets bigger and stronger. It pumps more blood per beat. That means it does not have to work as hard during everyday activities, and that means it lasts longer. Section 2. The silent killer. Here is something most gym goers never think about. You can have big arms, a broad chest, visible abs, and still be at serious risk of a heart attack. Because the mirror only shows you the outside, it tells you nothing about what is happening inside. Cardiovascular disease is the #1 cause of death in the world. Not cancer, not accidents, heart disease. And the scary part is most people who die from it had no idea it was coming. No warning, no symptoms, nothing. Just a body that was never given what it actually needed. And one of the biggest risk factors? A weak, undertrained cardiovascular system. Studies show that people with low cardiovascular fitness are twice as likely to die early compared to people who are moderately fit. Not people who run marathons and not elite athletes, just moderately fit people. People who simply made the effort to keep their heart strong. Here is what makes this worse. Most people spend hours every week training their chest, their arms, their legs, muscles they can see. But the one muscle that keeps them alive, they never touch it. Your heart does not care how much you bench press. It cares how hard you are willing to work to keep it strong. Consistent cardio training is not optional. It is the price you pay for a long, healthy life. Section 3. What it does to your brain. Here is the one nobody talks about. Cardio does not just train your heart. It physically changes your brain. When you do cardio, your brain releases a protein called BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor. Think of it like fertilizer for your brain cells. It helps grow new neurons, strengthens connections between them, and protects existing ones from damage. Studies show that regular cardio increases the size of the hippocampus, the part of your brain responsible for memory and learning. In simple terms, then, cardio makes you smarter, sharper, and more focused. But here is what most people do not know. That same process that grows new brain cells also directly reduces symptoms of depression and anxiety. In fact, some studies have found that cardio is just as effective as antidepressants for mild to moderate depression. Not slightly helpful, just as effective. And unlike medication, it has no side effects except a stronger heart and a longer life. People who do regular cardio show lower rates of depression, anxiety, and cognitive decline as they age. Your brain needs cardio just as much as your heart does. Section 4. Recovery and performance. Here is something most lifters do not know. Cardio does not kill your gains. A weak cardiovascular system does. Here is why. When you lift weights, your muscles break down. The recovery process, rebuilding those muscles stronger, requires blood flow. Nutrients, oxygen, and hormones all travel through your bloodstream to the damaged muscle tissue. If your cardiovascular system is weak, that delivery system is slow and inefficient. You recover slower. You perform worse in your next session. You plateau faster. A strong cardiovascular system means better blood flow, faster recovery, and more output every single session. Cardio does not work against your training. It makes everything else work better. Section 5. The longevity factor. Here is a fact that should make you put down your phone and pay attention. A study published in JAMA, one of the most respected medical journals in the world, found that cardiorespiratory fitness was the single strongest predictor of long-term survival. Not diet, not weight, not even genetics and fitness. Stronger than smoking history, stronger than diabetes, stronger than heart disease itself. The fittest people in the study lived significantly longer than the least fit, regardless of age, weight, or other health conditions. And here's the part that should really hit you. The biggest jump in survival did not happen between average and elite fitness. It happened between unfit and just moderately fit, meaning you do not have to become an athlete, you just have to stop being sedentary, and that is it. Even small, consistent improvements in cardiovascular fitness dramatically reduce your risk of dying early. Your cardiovascular fitness is not just about how you look or perform right now. It is a direct measure of how much time you have left. Train your heart like your life depends on it, because it does. So what does smart cardio training actually look like? You do not need to run marathons. Zone 2 cardio, where you can hold a conversation but still feel your heart working. Done for 30 to 45 minutes 3 times a week is enough to transform your cardiovascular health. Add 1 or 2 sessions of higher intensity work, sprints, circuits, intervals, and you have a complete cardiovascular training program. The goal is not to burn fat. The goal is a heart that is strong, a brain that is sharp, a body that recovers fast, and a life that lasts. Cardio is not punishment. It is maintenance for the most important muscle you have. Drop a comment if this changed how you think about cardio. Subscribe for more. See you in the next one. Till then, stay strong.